Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. Jurors in Pike County convicted a man on sodomy charges Tuesday. 39-year-old Joshua Hubbard of Pinson Fork was charged in 2018, but due to the pandemic and other circumstances, he was not convicted until 4 years later. Hubbard was a registered sex offender in Kentucky at the time of his crime in 2018, and jurors say they're pleased with their decision.
Everyone has been very positive and very pleased that Josh Hubbard is now behind bars. During the jury trial, the jury had no idea that he was already a registered sex offender.
Hubbard's sentencing is scheduled for April 29th, and his defense attorney says they plan to appeal his conviction following the sentencing. A report filed in federal bankruptcy court says members of the Sackler family who own Purdue Pharma are willing to increase their contribution to a nationwide opioid settlement by more than $1 billion. That'll bring the total contribution from the Sacklers to between $5.5 billion and $6 billion. The money would be used to combat a crisis that has been linked to more than 500,000 deaths in the U.S. over the past 2 decades. The mediator who filed the report Friday also is asking a U.S. bankruptcy court judge for more time to help broker a deal between the OxyContin maker and states that had objected to an earlier settlement. Brake repairs began today on Kentucky 1098 in Knott County. Near the entrance to the Mine-Made Adventure Park, this road project is one of the many slated to begin in the county. Construction started around 8 a.m. with crews drilling into the road. Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson says he's happy with the crews working on this project.
They do excellent work, you know, and we want the best for the money because, you know, these projects you can't stand to come in and have redos.
Dobson says construction crews will be working on the road until 6 p.m. each day until completion. The Pulaski County 911 Dispatch and Emergency Operations Center is adding a new location with hopes of advancing their phone capabilities and expanding the assistance they offer to those in need. WYMT's Alyssa Williams was at the center for their open house and ribbon cutting to learn more about its new features and how it's going to help save lives.
Pulaski County leaders and emergency service personnel gathered on Friday for the unveiling of the new Pulaski County 911 Dispatch and Emergency Operations Center.
So this is something we've been serious about now for a few years, and just to be able to launch this facility at our emergency management campus, it's just a big day for us, and I'm excited about everything that's going on here.
The center is in a new and larger location, which can accommodate up to 16 dispatch consoles, 4 times what the old center could accommodate.
With the advancement technology and we're moving over to a state-hosted system for our phone system that actually allows us to move phone calls that if we're overwhelmed here, we can actually shove some of those phone calls to a sister 911 facility within our surrounding area here to handle those calls and assist us in making sure every call is answered.
The new Dispatch and Emergency Operations Center not only allows personnel to better serve Pulaski Countyans, but also gives them the space and resources to be better prepared for emergency response.
Before we was not able to grow, but with this new center, we're able to expand and grow, and I do not see us moving from this location for a while with resources we put into here. I think this will satisfy the county's need for many years to come.
Answering the call of duty. In Somerset, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Within the new center, first responders and emergency services personnel will be able to receive and respond to 911 calls on their mobile devices, which will help ensure as many calls are attended to as possible. The drug Naloxone used to be strictly a prescription medication, but now it is actually available for free in Floyd County. This life-saving medication used to treat someone in active overdose is available to eligible Floyd Countyans. Those under community supervisions, as well as their friends and family, may apply for free kits through the local Department of Corrections, thanks to a research partnership with UK scholars.
I've been carrying Narcan personally because as a pharmacist and as an individual who understands, you know, the reality of the opioid epidemic and the situation that we have right now, I want to be in a position to help someone.
The free Narcan is available thanks in part to federal funding and the Healing Community Study. More information on how to get a free kit is available on WYMT.com. Pikeville Medical Center and Big Sandy Community Technical College are partnering to grow opportunities for future nurses. The new Health and Wellbeing Learning Center officially celebrated its opening today. A learning space for the Big Sandy nursing program to practice in a high-tech environment that mirrors the hospital setting. Officials say it's the beginning of a great partnership to grow the future generation of nursing, addressing the current shortage crisis.
We have an aging population. Our baby boomers are now into that time of life where they need more care. So we have more patients than we've ever had, and we have fewer nurses than we've ever had. So having a facility like this, being proactive and having partners and doing what we've done over the last couple of months.
The center is located in the same building as the Ava Center, within walking distance to Big Sandy's Pikeville campus. Kentucky is still moving in the right direction in the fight against COVID-19. The state confirmed more than 4,300 new cases today, as well as 46 new deaths. The positivity rate is down for a fifth day this week at 14.34%. All hospital numbers are down as well for a second day in a row. The numbers of patients in intensive care and on ventilators also dropped from Thursday. A Hazard woman has received multiple awards for her work in the community. Jane Olinger has recently received the Martin Luther King Jr. Spirit Award for her work with the Community Sports League. Earlier today, I sat down with Jane to see what the award means to her. Jane Olinger is many things: a teacher, counselor, community leader, and foster parent. She's also the founder and director of the Community Sports League in Hazard, a nonprofit basketball league designed to give all local kids a chance to learn the game.
We started out wanting a sports league to do like different sports in the summer, but basketball was just it. So we just stuck with basketball.
Olinger says some of the kids rely on the CSL, giving them the opportunity to enjoy the game without worrying about the cost of a travel team. Recently, she was awarded the Martin Luther King Jr. Spirit Award.
That award is just so big for me. I mean, considering what the works that Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did, and in his time, and the good spirit to just keep that spirit alive. It's awesome.
But for Olinger, the recognition is nothing new. In 2015, she won the Kentucky River AD Caregiver Award for her work with foster kids. In 2019, she was recognized at the Hazard Perry Civic Night Banquet for her work with the CSL. But as each award comes in, Olinger remains humble.
I don't like to be considered a role model. I mean, I just want to be noted for doing something that helped the people just of service, something to do of service.
Keeping the kids at the heart of her mission.
And just teach them, if you can learn the right thing, maybe you can do the right things as you get older. So.
Inspiring the next generation. She says she's very thankful for the support of the community as well as her sister and brother-in-law for helping her keep the Community Sports League going for over 10 years. The Breaks Interstate Park Rangers need your help. Park officials are currently exploring ways to work with local communities to build the tourism economy in the region. They're asking people to take a brief survey. For those who do, you'll be entered in a contest to win a 2-night stay in one of their lakefront cabins. The survey takes about 5 minutes to complete and gauges your interest in leaving the park during your stay to participate in other potential offerings in the region. You can either remain anonymous or provide an email address to be entered into the raffle. We'll have a link to that on our website, WYMT.com. And scientists have confirmed what dog lovers already knew: canines can recognize their owner's voice. Researchers at a university in Budapest studied 28 dogs while the animals played hide and seek in the lab. Scientists used more than a dozen different voices, including the pet's owner. They say the dogs were guided just by their owner's voice and found them in 82% of the cases. The researchers' team believes dogs use some of the same voice properties as humans to differentiate voices, such as pitch and noisiness. The team believes the study can help have real-world application for dogs with separation anxiety.
Just a word to the control room. Go ahead, replace weather with more dog video. Just let it happen. It's perfectly fine. I'd want to see it too. In any case, because I have to talk about the really cold weather now. It is quiet outside, but it's really, really cold. I-64 at Moorhead. All is moving smoothly. Same thing at London Corbin Airport, already down to 26 right now. Pinpoint Doppler around the region. Well, there's nothing to track on the radar, but we're tracking cold temperatures. 25 Irvin, 26 Slade and Jackson. We're already down to 19 in Wise, and it's 20 at Pine Mountain. Monticello checking in at 21. It's a chilly one out there as we continue to see cold air move in. Mid-20s overnight with clear skies. Time it out. Not a whole lot to track in any case. Upper 20s, low 30s as we wake up, though I do think these are going to be lower, especially in those sheltered valley locations. One thing we have to watch, this weak little clipper system is going to try to push through during the early hours tomorrow. Won't do more than throw a few clouds our way, but it will knock temperatures down as we head a little bit into the afternoon. That's why we're not going to get as warm as we will, say, Sunday, because we're going to be on the backside of that clipper system. As we head through the rest of our Saturday afternoon, not looking too bad. I think we end up in the 40s, though clear skies and light winds tomorrow night. That'll drop us back down into the 20s for overnight lows yet again, so it's going to be a chilly ride to church on Sunday morning. However, changes, not too bad. Into the mid-40s as we head, mid-50s I should say, as we head into the day on Sunday, Sunday night, Sunday evening, low to mid-40s out there, so a little bit milder, a little cool in the evening, and we're back into the 30s as we head into the overnight on Sunday. Things looking not too bad to finish out the weekend. On that Community Trust Bank extended forecast, we go from the 40s tomorrow to the 50s on Sunday. Shower chances return late Monday through the rest of the work week. We're back in the 60s to start. Gonna have to watch the potential for maybe a little bit of heavy rain on Tuesday. Another system heading our way as we head into Thursday, so something we'll watch, but a nice quiet weekend weather-wise on the way. Keaton.
Thank you, Evan, and thank you for joining us tonight. John Lowe will have highlights and scores from across the coverage area, plus a preview of tomorrow's Kentucky game against Alabama. Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime is coming your way right after this break.